Hope everybody's doing well. Let me try to get my camera right and be ready. Uh, so we're in a celebration mode today. Everybody else celebrating with me? Um, we will be working. This doesn't. I have to adjust this there. I think, does it make it too dark? Is it too dark in here? Let me get the more light on here. Lighting there. I think that's good. Hello everyone. I am going to be working with my chroma flows today because I have been working. Hi Jasmine, how you doing? I've been working with my polychromos so much. I need to start. Hi Pauline. Welcome to my Wednesday. Today we're celebrating. It's a celebrating. I wish I would have gotten to get confetti or something. Thank you. I am so happy. I didn't think I was gonna make it to 500, but here I am. So it's all because of all you guys that helped me get here. And I am so happy that I have made so many friends. Hi Nessa, how you doing? I so happy to be here hanging out with you guys on a Wednesday. I was very sleepy early on. I wanted to take a nap, but I was like, no, I need to go. I need to do my live stream. So here I am. She says, hi, lovely. I'm doing okay. Well, that is amazing. We're going to be working today on this book, Fairy Tale Worlds. The month of June started, and it's time to tackle my body colors and my groups. So I figure this is the best time to work on this one. Because I used to be the first one to work on our page, and now I'm usually the last one to get it done. So I want to try not to do that again. At least I'm gonna try to make it to where I can start working sooner than later. And I'm working with chroma flows. Let me find a good pencil for the hood. I like to start on the hood. She's so cute. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. I think ever since I got the book. So let's do that. Let's do a nice little red. You know, chroma flows don't have that many reds. It's called Pompeian red. Auntie Chris, hi. Yes, can you believe that? 500. That's amazing. Let's put some color on this girl. Let's try to do it to where you guys can see. Yes, that's amazing. I guess I'm tired because I spent yesterday, like the whole day, it was work for the channel. Like I recorded the video that I uploaded today. I did all the little reels for the group and for the just a bunch of stuff. And I was feeling tired. Hi Jess. Hello. Thank you. So I was feeling tired, but I was like, you know what? Even if I'm tired, I'm not gonna cancel the live stream because it really gives me like strength. It like helps me through the week to be here with you guys. Can you guys see what I'm doing? You want me to zoom a little more? There. Hi, Ambient. Thank you so much. I owe it all to you guys. Everybody that has put their little comments and watch my videos, even though sometimes they're not that good, but okay. I'm trying my best to produce something for you guys that is good. Screen is black. What do you mean? I can see it. Yeah, does anybody else see the screen black? Because I'm seeing the in the computer, I'm seeing the picture blank. Oh, I'm going to attempt to do color. Nope, it's all good. Okay, so it must be just you because because I'm looking at the computer. Well, actually not the computer, but my other phone, which is where I'm getting the chat. So see, it has a picture. So okay, I always say thanks. Oh, good. Good. Scare me there for a second. Okay, yeah, scare me there for a second. And I lost my train of thought. Hi, Kim, my girl. How you doing? Thank you for coming. So I'm gonna attempt to color this. We're not gonna finish it, of course, today, but I'm gonna attempt to do like original colors. Like I'm not gonna go outside the box on this one. Like she's gonna be Little Red Riding Hood, and she's gonna have a red cape, and she's gonna be in the woods. It's all gonna be greens and browns. And I might do it to where the background is dark. I'm just trying to put a little bit of red in this. Thank you, Kim. Kim says congratulations, and I am very thankful for you guys because you guys have brought me so much joy in the last months. Joy, company, you name it. So what's everybody coloring today? Are you guys coloring with me? I bet is if she's watching and she's at home, I bet she's coloring. I'm doing my roulette page to color with Claire. Oh, nice. Working in, Jasmine says, working in an all summer coloring haven. Pauline says, I color all day on Kanoko Goose Adobo and I finished it. You go, girl. I'm coloring in Floribunda Year by Leila Dooley. That's a nice one. I mean, nice one for me to look. I don't own it, But every time I see somebody that has done a work in there, I think it's so pretty. Of course, I won't dare to buy it because I probably won't ever color in it because every time I see so many flowers, it's like my mind goes blank. Book outlet, yay! Just got home, got some books. Okay, so what books did you get? You cannot come to me to he. You cannot come here and says you went to the book outlet and not tell us what you got. Jasmine says I finished a page in Luna earlier. I haven't finished anything this month. I mean, it's only June 3rd. I started the collaboration with Jess. I started that page. I started another page that I wanted to color in the little girl with a rabbit. And I stopped. I started the postcards from Shiaki Ida, and I also stopped. And now I'm starting this one. Rule number 1 on live stream: if you buy books, you might say what you bought. Yes. So Kim, come on, tell us what you got. Cheryl says, yay, congrats, sis Audrey. Thank you, Cheryl. Let me see if I can get another color in here. For darkness. Peacock blue. I wonder if it's gonna be good. This might be very light with this. Working on trying to get my desk. Working on doing it. Trying to get it to my desk. Okay, so you just got home. You just bought some books. And now you're going to tell us more. Okay, so Kim says, I bought the mythographic aviary, Hannah Carson's Party. Oh, that's a good one. I have that one. Color Me Unicorns, A Million Kittens by Lulu Mayo, and Manga Spangle Mermaid City. That's so nice. I only got two Lulu Mayo books. One is what's the name of those? A Million Mermaids. That's the one I got. And I got Lulu's House of Wonder. That's my two books that I have. And I'm not planning on buying, really. After the ordeal with Amazon, I'm thinking I'm not buying any more books for a while. It was a sign to tell me to stop buying books. And also because if I'm going to the US in September, then I want to have money to buy books there. Book Outlet is a discount online bookstore. So just got the shipment today. Nice. That's the one that in Spanish is called Busca Libre. Or is not the same? Also yesterday, says Kim, I was at Barnes& Noble and I walked by the discount book annex table, Language of Flowers by Stratton Patterson, half off. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Kim. Hi, Gianna from Texas. She says, hey, Adri. Hi, friends in chat. Just popping in to say hi and congrats on 500 subscribers. And at the bed with my cat. Pretty sure he got bit by a snake. Oh, no. Has the vet seen him yet? To tell you what they're planning to do? Hi, Vera. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know, Diana, when the doctor gets there and to see what the doctor says about your kid. Kim says, I think it was actually a mistake because they put another book called Language of Flower on the table too. It was one of those generic books with no author that you see at Alice. Well, it's good that they made a mistake when you got there. I think Peterson book got accidentally discounted. I'm not complaining. I wouldn't either. It was a mistake in your favor. Tamara's coloring. Hi, Tamara. Hello, everyone. Hope you're doing good. Hi, Tamara. Thank you for coming in. Take a seat. Feel welcome. Tell us if you're coloring with us. Hi, Helen. Thank you for coming. It's a pleasure to have you here, Helen. I'm surprised your group didn't pick Thumbelina, Audrey. We decided on a boat, and it was several things. And I think, isn't it just doing Thumbelina this month? I'm not sure. Adria, I miss you. Oh, I miss you too, my girl. Bless you, Adria. It's okay for the typos. We all do it. Don't worry. Cheryl says, I'm still in a happy place because of surprising birthday gifts this week from my half sister who lives in Arizona. That is so nice. When is your birthday, Cheryl? That was winning last I look, Thumbelina. I think If I'm not mistaken, if Pauline is still there and she hasn't fallen asleep yet, I think Pauline already did Thumbelina or something like that. Because this is Paulina's group. June 1st. Oh, happy birthday. Your birthday was just a couple days ago. Happy birthday. So, I'm trying to remember. There was a movie, and maybe just no, it's not a Disney movie, but it is one of those cartoon movies, and it was about Little Red Riding Hood, but it was not the original story. I think was it they call Hoodwink? Who's over here to search for me for Hoodwink? Let me see. I'll search. I think it was called Hoodwink. And let me see, because this is reminding me of that. Let me see. Hood Wink. Okay. Yes. Yes. Yes, it was about. Oh, why can I open this up? Yes, Hoodwink. And she's kind of reminding me of that little girl. The movie is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it because the movie is so funny. Tamara says, I need to do something in the kitchen real fast. That's okay. Go do it. And Colorview, hi Colorview, hi my girl. Thank you so much. Just said I haven't seen it, but I think you're right. Yes, it is Hoodwink, and it's hilarious. Now that I'm coloring her, I think I need to go watch it again. It's an old one. I don't know when it came out, but it's an old one. Cheryl says, I'm making tiny scene drawings on my OC to turn to stickers. That's nice. Okay, let's. Winging It with Colors says, hi Audrey. Hi everyone. Congratulations on 500 subs. Well, thank you so much. Amy Travel Coloring Sense in Crafts. Hi, Amy. She says, hi, Audrey, and everyone. Thumbs up and a big congratulations. Well, thank you. Tamara's back to coloring. You did your first live today? Oh, I missed it. I haven't been watching TV today because I had to do errands. Usually I do errands on Wednesday morning. my girl. View says, I love that you can pick up some great colors in sets and even some on DT. Looks like a Maria Troll book. Yes, it is Fairy Tale Worlds, and this is from a group that I belong, which is it's a group that started with just Pauline, Charmaine, and I. And now we have, what, how many do we have, Lucy? Like maybe like 15? I know it's growing. So yeah, this is our page for the month of June. And I figure I give it a start since I've been late every month for the last like 3 or 4 months. Okay, hold on, let me catch up with the chat. I think I got lost. Okay. Okay, buttons for Adri. Thank you, Lucy. Officially, neon orange watercolor can go F itself. Oh my God, why? What happened? You cannot come and comment on that and just not tell us what happened. We want to know. View says, I need to get that one. Red Riding Hood is what I am going to collect now. That is so good. I love a good Red Riding Hood page. And I would love to get me a book that is all about Red Riding Hood. That would be amazing. So I think it's coming tomorrow. The Alice in Wonderland by Fabiana Atanasha. That was Jeanette helped me get it from Amazon UK. And my last update was just that it's coming tomorrow. And I can't wait. But I also want the Pinocchio. And now that I watch Annika at a pirate page last Saturday, on Saturday, I also want that one. But I cannot be buying books. I really need to stop. I mean, I don't know how many books. I'm gonna have to do a recount for the last 6 months of what I had gotten in the last 6 months, and because I think outrageous. Okay, I'm gonna leave that cape like that for now. And let's do, where's the reds? And let's do, I guess we can start on the trees since they're the biggest coloring part. So I like, on the trees, I like to start on a light and then go into the dark. Okay, I think we passed 15 in our group. I think, yes, we're at 22 now. Big words, Chris. And you can say hello to everyone who entered while I was attempting to color carefully against my better nature. I don't have any yet, but I have my eyes on a couple of books that with that story. If you find one that is a good one, please tell me what the name is, because I really want to buy more of these books. Not now, but maybe after September. Maybe when I go to the USA. Because it's giving me problems. That's enough right now. That's what it says. Alice in Wonderland. Yes, that's the one that's coming. Okay. Yeah, it should be here tomorrow. Jasmine said, yeah, that's what happened when you see pages people color you want the book. It is so dangerous. I don't know about you guys, and I think I'm way behind in the chat. I don't know about you guys, but when I see people coloring, like you said, like people coloring the book and I don't have it, and they do such a good job, I want it. Or when I see holes, I want it. And right now I'm trying not to spend that much money. Hubby granted me for 6 months. That's what Tamara says. I think I got close to 20 books, give or take. Now I got in one new yesterday, just waiting for my son to edit my flip through video to upload. Oh my God. I'm glad I don't have anybody that supervises my money, because that would not be good. I don't have a husband or kids to tell me what to do. If I don't make rent, that's on me, not on anybody else. So let me see. Cheryl says, oh, the woes of an artist, try not to overbuy her stuff. Correct. Hi, Deborah. How you doing, Deborah? Hey, can I call you Debbie? I mean, I like calling Deborah's Debbie. Hi, Audrey. It's my first time when you stream. Glad to be here. Yes, and you're so much welcome. Thank you for being here. And I would love to call you Debbie. Auntie Chris, so excited. And thoughts lost always the way. I am too. Shannon Banks, Alice scheduled to release in the U.S. on the 23rd. Hi, Yana. I didn't see you come in. And welcome. Yes, I'm going to get that one, but not yet. I'm going to wait till it actually releases, and then I'm going to order it. But I don't want to order before, because you know the ordeal that we went with Fantasy World. I don't want to go through that. Kim, I'm going to show you like tomorrow. Good. Wait, I'm confused. Why are you confused, sweetheart? I think we were talking about 2 different Alice in Wonderland books. Yes, Adri got Fabiana Alice. Yes, that's the one I got. The other one, which is the group that Kim has, that one I don't have yet, but I'm going to get it. Not now. Good to see you. Winging it. Sorry, I don't remember her name. Winging it. I'm firmly sitting on my hands and not trying for a while. Tamara says, oh, if I could use all the money up, I would hope to say nope, can't do no more. Deb is good. Good, because for me, it's so much easier to call you Debbie or Deb. I have about 100 books that I have yet to even touch. Yet, so that's why he said no more for a while. Yeah, well, you need to get a little bit of color in those books, and then you can go ahead and buy more. Hi, Deb. That was my mom's preferred nickname too. So Debbie, the people that own the company that I used to work, and I'm not gonna say the name, but I worked for them for like 20 years. Her name is Debbie, and I adore her, and she's still one of the very good friends of mine. And just a little bit back up, when I was going to become an American citizen, she actually paid for me to become an American citizen. She gave me a check, money, expenses of becoming an American citizen. And that was a long time ago. And so I adore her until this day, even though I'm not there. They sold the company and I don't work for them anymore. I still adore her. And she's the one that sent me the colors. I posted the other day, the Castle Arts for my birthday, because she was, my birthday 7, but it's actually July 7. Okay, I got behind. Hi, Janet. Thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Okay, and Lucy, did you see the photos I sent to you? Okay, I haven't. That was to her. Jenna said, "I'm sorry, I am a bit late. I was eating dinner. No worries. What was you eating?" Yes, that was so sweet of her. I mean, they were always so good. So let me tell you a story. When I got sick, I was working for them when I had the colon cancer, and I was working for them and couldn't work. And before I found out what it was, so sick, I would go to work and faint and just get really sick, and I would have to go home. And eventually, I ran out of PTO. I didn't have any more, and there was many days that I couldn't even get up to go to work. And they did, and I will never ever forget what they did to me, was that they told me that I didn't have to go to work and that I was going to get my check anyway. And I was having to pay for so many doctor visits, and they were covering a lot of that stuff. And when the doctor finally told me what I had, because it took a long time to get the right diagnosis of what I had. When they finally told me what I had, then they continued paying me. I didn't have to go to work. They brought me a computer to do just office stuff. And I'm an engineer, and I needed to do engineering stuff, but I couldn't because I didn't have the programs at home, and the computer that they gave me didn't have all of that. No, just do whatever you can, office stuff. She will send me, emails, and I will reply, and I will do it from my bed. And she still kept on paying me an engineering paycheck, not a secretary paycheck, for the months to come, which was many months. And then, then after that, I was so sick I couldn't do anything. They used to come like at least every other week, and they used to help me clean up the house. I mean, these people that are such a good people that came into my life on that very difficult time of my life. And so I adore them. That's why I want to call you Deb, because that's what I would call her, Debbie, the Deb. So there's this story. Is your camera making the page look all weird? Okay, hold on. Let me go back because I missed a lot of stuff while I was talking. Sorry, okay. That was very kind of her. Yes, Debbie, that was very kind. I enjoyed your bingo video. Well, good. You watched it. That was fun to make. Your camera making the video weird. My camera making I don't know. Okay, every time your hand moves, the illustration gets all snuggly. Really? I wonder if it's my internet, but the internet looks to be stable right now. And this is better that is better just, okay. 1 in a million, says Debbie. People like that are few and far in between, unfortunately. Yes, they are. And things, when they sold the company and we went to work for the other company, things changed so much. And I eventually quit that job and went for another company because it was not the same company. I mean, I would have stayed I would have stayed at that company had they not sold it. I will stay. I probably will still be there today and living in the United States if they had not sold the company, because I adore them and I still talk to them every now and then. And she still sends me every year. She sends me a birthday gift. They were the ones that gave me my very first set of polychromos. So I adore them. I hope it's not doing that weird stuff for you, Yana, anymore. There's nothing I can do about it. Okay. It's better now. Okay. It was out of focus. It looked weird. It's better. Okay. I don't know what it is. Okay, good. Looks good now. Good. So I already told you part of the story of my life. It's totally fine for me, says Kim. Well, good. David says, congratulations on reaching the 500 subscribers. Well, thank you so much. I am so happy now. Here we go on the road for 1,000. That one started yesterday. I thought it was my internet having wobbly. I can't tell you. I wish I knew what it was. I'm just going with the light sienna gold, and then we'll start darkening up these trees. I'm just giving it a light layer of sienna gold. And I haven't used these pencils in a long time. I actually did the very first, was it this one? Let me see. Yeah, I did this one the day that I got the Chroma Flows. I did this one and I love the way it came out. And I have not used the Chroma Flows on these books ever since. So I decided to go ahead and do it. So I was thinking, let me know if you like to see that. I was thinking on Sunday for my Sunday Fun Day live stream to do kind of like the bingo that I did yesterday, the video that I did yesterday, but to put prawns and to work on a book, on a small book, like small victories that has small illustrations, so that way I can color according to the prompt and just spin the wheel and do that. What do you guys think? Would you like to see something like that on Sunday? Okay. Debbie says, recently purchased the Chromophone. I love their color range. I do love their color range. They have colors that I don't find in any other sets. So I really, really like them. Kim says, oh, that's fun. Sure, yes. I was thinking I could do that on Sunday. Just like do like a scavenger hunt with the roulette. Just like I did the bingo. But with prawns, like let's say a tree, a butterfly, a little house, something that will you will find on Small Wonders, Small Victories, not Small Wonders. Um, to color on that book and kind of hop from page to page, not really finish any page in specific, but just hop. Yeah, my bingo video was fun to make. It's not one of the most how can I put it? One of the most well-made videos, but I sure did have fun. Yep, I love anything that feels like a game. And I won't be able to join you at all on Sunday. The twins are 3 and hubby 72 on Sunday, so we are hosting a big barbecue. That is amazing. You enjoy your family and the twins. You can always watch the replay. I love discussing the coloring bingo prompts on Joanna's live last weekend. It was hilarious. Oh, that's great. Did she have a bingo? Oh, I didn't watch it. Okay. Auntie Chris, I think for my Junebug page, I'm going to color an ugly butterfly in honor of me, of course. The ugly butterfly queen. Colorbyadry. That's gonna be funny. That's gonna be really funny. Janet says coloring with Claire did a similar game to come up with her monthly group's body color. Monthly group body colors. Oh, nice. I need to go catch up with all those videos. I haven't been watching that many. Yeah, that video has been out for a couple hours already, and I have a lot of fun making it. But like I said, it's not one of my best videos, but it is a fun one to watch. Okay. Now let's add a darker brown. Where are my browns? This is amazing. Where are my browns? Oh, over here. A darker brown. Willow. Let's do a willow. Oh. Yeah. There. So let's start adding shadows. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Um, can you see what I'm doing? Or is it too high? There. Auntie Chris says, I missed Lisa's first live and I haven't watched your bingo video yet because I was watching all three videos by a brand new YouTuber, colorist Easy Colors. She was in Shadow Days and with us and last time. Excellent work. Oh, I need to go watch it. Send me her link. So I didn't watch anything yesterday because I was working on doing things for the channel. Okay, good night, Pauline. Hope you have a good rest. Yeah, I don't remember Easy either. Winging It says, I think I will be live Friday again, so can catch me then for sure. Hi, Chrissy. How you doing? Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. I'm glad you're here. Lucy says, it's been 3 days since I watched anything from our coloring community because I've been making up for my lost work days from last week. I was wondering where you were. Actually, I was going to text you and say, hey, Lucy, what you up to? I was thinking about you today because I had not seen you lately. I was like, where is Lucy? Where is my Lucy? His profile picture is from the mythographic aviary that I just looked up. I was like, that image looks familiar. I need to go watch her. Like I said yesterday, I spent my whole day working for the channel that I didn't watch anything. Oh no, I'm lying. I watch most of Jess finishes for May. I need to finish it today. I watch Annika's finished pages. That's all I watch. Lisa, that time. Yeah, what's the time zone for Lisa? Sue Vera says, bedtime, see you later, lovely people. Night night. Night night, Vera. Have a good rest. Thank you for coming and joining me today. It's always a pleasure to see you here. What is DST? What does it stand for? I know ST is a standard time, but what is B stands for? British summertime? Okay. Okay. British Standard Time. Okay. Nessa says 2 more days of work, then vacation time, leaving for Barbados early Monday morning. Oh my God, I wish I was you. I want to go to Barbados. So much fun there, Nessa. Send us pictures. Yes, I can. I bet you cannot wait to see your grandbaby. Auntie Chris says, I'm thinking of doing a Tuesday live, also 11:30 a.m. Central, but I need to check with Jess and Kim's schedule to make sure nobody else is on. I probably talked your ears off about it. I don't mind. I want to see baby pictures and Barbados pictures. Lisa, I was about to ask if you are in Brazil too, because BST also stands for Brazilian Standard Time. Yeah, over here is CST, Colombian Standard Time, which is the same as Central Time, USA. Okay. Uh, Kim says Tuesdays are light. Okay. Winging it because it's near Belfast, just unfortunately. Oh. Terror starts at 2 p.m. Kim, do you have a list? I like to know when everybody's on. I know because with Jess, well, I know sometimes she's on Wednesdays, sometimes she's on Sundays. I'm not always sure what she's gonna be on, and I'm not always sure which one is members only and which one is not. And on Vera, sometimes I miss her, sometimes I catch her at the very last minute. I know View is like the same too. She comes in at any time, so it's hard for me to catch up with View sometimes. And sometimes she comes on and it's late, and I'm already in bed. I'm already, going to sleep. Okay, members only lives don't go on a spread. Okay. Well, it's fine if it doesn't go, as long as I see which ones are available to us. There is a schedule, it says yes, in the description of my life. Okay, I'll go check that out. Of the times most of the people coloring community streams. That's what Lucy's just said. And to Chris, I don't want to go over anyone else's established time. Yeah, that's why when I decided to start going live, I picked up Wednesdays and Sundays and I stuck to it no matter what, because I don't want to start hopping and then people will be, you know, I will be stepping on somebody else's live and I don't want to do that. That's why I kind of like I'm sticking to Wednesdays and Sundays. Unless there is something like really extraordinary happening in my life, but then I will just cancel for that day. Okay, I'm off to check. Okay. Okay, Kim says, I can also send the doc to everyone who wants it. I want it, Kim. Thank you. At this point, it's almost impossible for there to be there to never overlap. I'm still working on it. Yes, I understand that. It's very difficult to not be an overlap. But we could try the best not to overlap. Okay. And that's another reason why I like to make my live only 2 hours. Like I try not to go over, because that way if somebody else wants to go on after me or just before me, I can still catch it the rest. I think there should be a central color tube webpage for all the things. Kim, you are the creator of the spreadsheet. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, Kim is amazing. She has managed to maintain the impossibility. Let me see. Well, let me see. Oh, again, I wasn't top messages and not all messages. I wonder how many I missed so far. We're already an hour into this. I'm sorry if I haven't read all the comments, because I just changed it to top message to all messages. I had it on top messages. I guess it kind of defaults to that when the chat starts. Kim says just helps now because it started to get a little overwhelming at the beginning of this year. Karen just says Kimberly deserves all the credit. I just shared the document and now help update. It is as a, it got to be a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate Kim does so much for us. Appreciate you, Kim. You're a sweetheart. Kim says, okay, I took care of writing Chris Tuesday stream to the document, sending the document to Chris and Audrey now. Thank you so much. All right, I need to get a drink because I'm thirsty. Drinking my matcha. Um, yeah, I'm going to print it and put it on my refrigerator. Yeah, I get it, but at least I have a little bit of a reminder, at least the days. Well, mine are not going to change for a long time. I don't know when I will change mine. Mine will stay like that. It's been like that ever since I started doing live streams. Okay, that tree is starting to look better. It's 3 p.m. Brazil time. Auntie Chris, I think tomorrow will serve as my May wrap-up June plans video, at least for the first few minutes. Yeah, I'd like to see that. I would love to see that. do we have? Okay, I'm gonna do this. Let me see if I can blend this better. Yeah, this is helping. Yeah, this is helping get it into the tooth of the paper. Yeah. Ah, that looks better. I think once I finish the live stream, if I'm not done with this, I'm gonna put Hoodwink to watch to finish the rest because I think I want to get inspired by the movie because I think she looks so much like her. And because I think Lisa went to find the sheet and one of the Jess lives, she said she was doing 12:30 British on Wednesday and Friday. 12:30. But Kimberly and I are busy behind the scenes editing the sheet. Okay. Thank you so much. You guys are invaluable. I mean, what would we do without you too? The coloring community cannot do without Jess or Kim. Added Lisa. I'm out of the sheet now because I don't play the game with two people working on document at the exact same time. Okay, so you have a, I get it. I understand what's going on. Okay. That looks so much better. I needed to do that. And now it looks like a tree trunk. Anyone for any more? Can you? I'm sorry. I don't care if she does it. I just can't be in the document at the same time and possibly cross or undo each other. Yes, that is very true. We used to do that at work too. We couldn't, I mean, if one person is going to be in a document, another one can because you can undo somebody else's work. I think Vera went to, oh, she's still here, not tired at all. Okay, good, you're here. Okay, let me go back. We couldn't put our monthly ones just, but without a set day. So welcome back, Vera. I hope you're nice and comfy in your bed. Oh, you're doing weekly now. Good. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get up for 1 second. It's getting warm here. I'm gonna put on the fan. Okay, I'm back. It now says for beer Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central European every week. On Thursdays. Okay. Central European and 7:30 p.m. I wonder what time is for me. I need to go check that time. Okay. Okay, says Kim. Hopefully, dock maintenance is done. Alcohol blender is perfect for pencil blending, especially Christmas. Yes, this is a. I bought a bag. See, it's about. I think it's a eight markers, and they're just generic markers, and I use them. I use them for wax-based pencils, not just Christmas, but for this ones for chroma flows, they work well too. Yours says Eastern Standard Time. Mine is Central Time, USA. So is right now it's 3:18. So check your time and whatever time zone you are. That in Texas, that's the time that it is. And right now, any changes in the winter, I think, when the daylight savings time changes. Your and Eastern times are year round. Well, I put it Central Time because if I put Colombian time, then people might get confused, and I know that that is the time. And I try to, when I post my announcement, which usually I do it a day before, to put the changing of the time. Yes, when the clock changes, then it changes. Yeah, it is either 1 hour behind or 1 hour after, depending on what time of the year it is. But the reason why I put U.S. time is because of that. She's same time as me in the USA Central Time at the season, yeah. If the channel schedules the live, YouTube will give a person the right time. Correct. But I don't know how to do that yet because every time I schedule a live, I can't get into it once I'm planning to go live. It just doesn't let me. So maybe I'm doing something wrong. Eastern Standard Time is the same as Central Daylight Time. Okay. I love you, Kim. You say the things. You say the perfect things. Kim says adults have to be able to adult and figure this out. I love you. Jess says I also have a time zone converter table which I need to update to add to my descriptions as well as let me do that now. Good. This is why I put the time zones in. There are time zones converters online that people can go and figure it out. Yeah, I need to get a drink after that. That was good. You did, that was a great comment. I loved it. You really want to follow someone's stream, then you'll figure it out. Hi Anna, how you doing? India, oh my God, amazing. Welcome Anna to my live stream. Welcome. It's just as it also helps that YouTube automatically converts the schedule live to your time zone. So you, if you ever not sure, you can check on YouTube. Because seriously, I didn't cater to my middle school students this much. I'm so sorry, Kim. We didn't want to put you through that. Just for the record, I'm doing 11:30 to 1 Central, no matter wherever is daylight or standard. That's okay. Thank you, sweet girl, Anna. Thank you for being here. Almost 2 a.m. That's late. So you're like 11 hours ahead of me. No, it's not updating the document. It's fine with that. Kim says, but if the list, the time zone that the person lives in that time, they are streaming, they can figure it out. Okay, so if that's the case, you can put Colombian time, and that's fine. People really need to know what time I'm gonna be, then they can do a converter. I will put a converter in them in my announcement the day before, but yes, then put a Colombian time, that way it's not confusing. Everybody knows that I'm in Colombia, and that's good with me. Brittany Daniels, hi Brittany, how you doing? Let me read what you said. Hello everyone, I was trying to watch a news report about exploding glass doors on ovens on the local news station in St. Louis here in the USA. That is one day all because I wanted to see what it's all about. Okay. Yep, that's what I do. Look at the time they say and Google it. If you're in the US Central Time Zone and it is date and starts at T with T and it's 11:30 on the clock, then it's time to come to my channel. Okay, back to the colorless blender. I love what this does. I really love what it does. So Anna, tell us about you. I'm so happy that you're here. We're all friends here. We all become friends. So how'd you find me? You see how smooth it leaves the paper? She was on watching Sarah Renee yesterday on her last night. I seen her. Okay. Hi Nift, how you doing? Glad you're here. I gotta get more drink. Yum. Hi Millie, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I does it happen to you, all those that do live streams, that you feel like you're putting your head through the camera? Like every time I try to get closer to my page to color something because I'm wearing glasses. I feel like I'm gonna put my head through the camera and you guys are gonna see the top of my head. I am in the process of learning to eat gluten and dairy-free acid reflux diet until I see my GI doctor on Tuesday, July the 14th. This nutritionist told me not to worry about fat and salt as long as I am not overdoing it. That is good. Tamara said, sorry, even out earlier I had doctors and my insurance calling me back to back. Now I have several texting me. I'm like, why is it when I am doing something I want to do, like YouTube, that's when they run. Tamara. Yeah, I totally understand because for the last, it hasn't happened today, but usually people call me right when I'm doing a live stream. And I'm like, why can you call me earlier or after? Today, I'm surprised nobody's called. But usually I get a phone call right during my live stream. Nifty or niffles or nifty. Okay, those trees are looking good. This one is going to be tricky. Let me put it up. Tamara says, that's like when I do a flip through, I wait till late at night when I know no one will call me. But the past couple of times I have people texting me and I'm like, good Lord, stop. I had to do it all over. Yes, and doesn't it happen also that you get phone calls in the middle of editing videos? It's like, can you please not call me right now? I'm trying to edit a video. And I used to edit, I don't do it anymore, but I used to edit on my phone, on my the regular phone app, like not anything fancy like that. You do the video and then you go and edit the video right there on the phone. And I used to do that. And I don't do it anymore because if somebody were to call me, it will kick me out of the editing and then it will not save and then I will have to start all over again. So I stopped doing that. And now I am editing my videos right on the editing app. And I'm using the one that Jess told me to use, and that's better. But still, I don't like to be called when I'm editing videos. Last time I tried to do a YouTube flip through, I had someone text me, I kid you not, 30 times when I told them, look, I'm doing a flip through, and that person wanted to be part of my video, and I'm like, nope. Well, nobody in my family wants to be part of my videos, so that's good. But they sure do call when I am busy. And they think I just don't want to respond. And it's like, no, I'm busy. I'm trying to do a video. I'm trying to edit the video. The trees are looking great. What are you using? Thank you, Nif. I'm using Chromaflows. Right now I'm using two colors. I'm using Sienna Gold and Willow. And then I'm using Colorless Blender alcohol marker. And I'm really not being that careful on when I'm putting the color in here. Like, I'm not trying to be perfectly fine in here. Okay. Let's see, I got behind. Nessa says, it's like this for me. I work from home and my family thinks that means I'm available from every second too. I used to work from home, and yes, that is the case. I made one of my spare bedrooms in my home when I was in the United States, my office. And I used to work from home, and my son used to live with me, and he would think that, you know, he could come into my office anytime and just talk to me, and I was working. And finally I said, hey, if I have the door closed, please don't come. I'm busy. I'm either in a meeting or, you know, so I don't want you coming in, because he would come in like right at Mom, and I would be in the middle of a meeting, of a Zoom meeting, and I was like, oh, you can't do that. But Mom, I need you. I'm like, oh, please, I'm working. So I ended up putting a sign on my door, on my office door, saying, stay out, I'm busy, do not disturb. And that was the only thing that helped, because he thought that just because I was home, I was available at any time and I could solve all of his problems. Okay, I gotta be behind. Auntie Chris says I need to put your phone on do not disturb while you're working. Yeah, that person that texted me, no matter what, only I wanted wants me to when I'm busy. When I tell her, then she's won't shut up. Yes, Sniff, chroma flows are great. Prismacolor pencils and colorless markers. That's good. Also, I use it for a lot of stuff, not just Prismacolors. She was upset saying I want to do you too. I told her then make your own channel. Right, Timmer. That was a good one. Nessa, they even asked one time if they could use my work Wi-Fi because the house Wi-Fi was out. No, you cannot. Iana says, just put your phone on do not disturb if I'm busy. Yeah. But she's not going to bring my channel down, and she's always burping out passing gas. Another reason I hardly talk to her. She tries me badly. Oh my god, this is funny. uh, that is hilarious. I forget to put my phone on do not disturb. I really do. When I remember, it's like people already calling. Um, Timura says, I'm just glad there's no such thing as smell or cell phones, and I don't want to smell bright gases. Oh my god, is that bad? Smell a photo. Hi, Mandy. Welcome. Thank you for coming in. She says, hi, Audrey. Congrats on your 500 subs. Well, thank you, girl. Thank you. Thank you, Nif. Thank you for those wonderful wishes everybody's having. Yes, the alcohol blender trick, Kim. That's why I bought a bag of 8, because I have like every set of pencils that I have that is wax. I put one of this in the with them, because It's invaluable. I mean, I learned it from Pauline. Pauline is the one that showed me that. And I've been using it ever since. I love it. It is amazing. And it also helps on saving so much pencil. Since I'd say 85% of what I color is with pencils. Um, Cheryl says I seen it on Coloring Bliss and was reminded when watching Audrey. Oh, yeah, I did know it, and it was Pauline our stuff that that told me the trick, and I've been using it ever since. It doesn't look. That's the back. Doesn't do it. Okay. Yeah, markers go through because they are dye based, but this one doesn't go. Not like that. I had a problem when used with watercolor pencils, but I never used it with regular pencil. Yeah, the wax oil helps keep it on the right side of the page too. It's amazing, and it says how the pigment changes the blender. Yes, I absolutely love it. This is a trick that I adore Pauline for telling me that, because it really changed my life. It did. My coloring life anyway. Yes, just ordered like 8 of this on Amazon. They're called Kebuye, and or any brand, and you just buy a set of colorless blender alcohol markers, and just any brand, and it costs that one was like $6, and it works perfectly. Okay, would you be on for a while still, Adri? I got 14 more minutes. I think I'm gonna be able to probably finish these trees. Janet says Lucy was telling me I can use isopropyl alcohol with paper stump. I have a 500 millimeter bottle of that. Well, you could always refill them too. Like I bought alcohol, like that alcohol, and with a syringe, I put a little bit of it in there, and I just revive them. Okay, I just pull out the colors blended from the various set of markers I ever bought and stuck them in a drawer together. Then I detach most of the markers. Nessa said, okay, I will say goodbye then. Gotta go cook for my dad. Thank you for streaming. Thank you, Nessa, for being here. I always love when you come and visit me. So thank you for being here. Okay. You can refill a marker with the same alcohol. I researched it. I watched a YouTube video how to do it, and then now I do it. Like I got me a syringe that I keep with my alcohol markers, and then every time I think they need a little bit of juice, then I'll refill them a little bit with it. The lighter, but you can still use it. And Janet says, "See, Lucy, I remember some of the what you teach me." Cheryl says, I used to have photographic memory, now a fuzzy floor mixed memory. People can also use Gamsol with paper stumps. I love how these trees are coming up. Polychromos Prismacolors in particular do extremely well with Gamsol. I cannot get Gamsol here in Colombia. Cheryl says, okay, sisters in the art, I had to head out. Made it most of the live stream. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you, Cheryl, for coming. See. Janet's. Okay, hold on. I got behind. Auntie Chris, I have Gamsol melts. I have mitts. but I don't like how it works. Alcohol markers and bunch of different blending pencils. I never stick to one technique. I don't even know why I chose one thing over the other in any given situation. Jeanette says, I found my very old crafter's companion version last week. I have put a little sponge in a tiny jam pot and soak it to the stump. It doesn't get wet. Lucy says, so you can find it in craft stores that sell supplies for candle making or soap making. I'll have to go find out. First of all, I need to find out what people here in Colombia call it, because maybe that's why I don't find it. Okay, last three before we close the session. The Limonen is chemical name for Sustet, the famous brand made for color pencil solvent in the UK. So D Limone is the same name all over the world. Okay. Sleep time for ladies. I will say good night. Oh, good night when you need. Right. I got 4 more minutes and I'm closing this session. Auntie Chris says, before you go, remind me which book you're working on. I'm working on Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Troll. Okay. And Lucy says, but solvents usually made for oil paints are called dissolvent sin olor. Disolvente sin olor in Spanish. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask for that at the store that I usually buy stuff. Disolvente sin olor. Okay. Yeah, it's very dark rolls, and I'm going to leave it at that. We still got a minute and a half or so, but I think it's gonna look good once I put the green for the trees in the background. I'm not sure whether I'm gonna do a dark blue for night, but I think the trees are too bright for night, so I might put like a light blue for daylight. Thank you, Auntie Chris. Thank you. It was an amazing celebration. Yes, I did. I made a great. I think that for this page, what takes the most is those tree trunks, and then after that, I think the rocks. Are they rocks or there must be rocks because they're too low for mountains. So I can't wait to finish it. This is gonna be. I've been wanting to do this one for so long. You guys have been amazing. This was a fun 500 celebration and absolutely amazingly fun. Chris says, thank you for streaming. Your page is coming along beautiful. Auntie Chris, thank you for streaming and congrats on the 500 subs. Well, thank you guys because you all made it happen. It wasn't me. It was all of you. So I love you all. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you, Lucy. And Kim says, thank you for streaming. Everybody, thank you for coming. I love you all. We'll talk again on Sunday. Remember, we're going to have a fun game on Sunday. Let me read the last ones before I stop. I just found that the local Lake Mall that I sold that tenants have 30 days to vacate. Oh, okay. Janet says, thank you, Audrey. Your book is still on the target to reach you tomorrow. Yes, I saw that. So have fun. Let's talk on Sunday. And I think by Sunday, I'll have the new book. And we might color. No, we can't color on it because we're going to do small victories. But I'll definitely show it to you on Sunday. So have fun. Talk to you later. Ciao. Bye.